Donald Trump, whether you love him or hate him, there's no denying that his name is synonymous with success. The man built an empire that spans real estate, casinos, television, and politics. But as with many massive fortunes, there's a side to his business success that few talk about. Behind the gold-plated towers and bold headlines, there's a much darker reality. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the shadowy deals, controversies, and secrets behind Donald Trump's billionaire empire. By the end of this video, you might see his success in a very different light. Chapter 1. The Power of Branding. Trump's business success starts with his name. A brand so powerful, it almost became bigger than the man himself. Slap Trump on anything, and suddenly it feels like luxury. From hotels to steaks to water, Trump turned his name into a selling point. But here's the thing, a name is only as good as the image behind it, and for Trump, that image didn't always reflect reality. Many of Trump's branded ventures failed. Trump Steaks? Gone. Trump Airlines? Grounded. Trump University? Sued out of existence. Yet, he managed to maintain his billionaire image through clever branding, not actual business success. But how did he manage to bounce back from so many failures without crumbling like the businesses he left behind? That's where the real story begins. Chapter 2. The Bankruptcies. You'd think with Trump's reputation as a successful businessman, bankruptcy would be the last word associated with him. But in reality, Trump's companies have filed for bankruptcy 6 times. That's right, 6. Trump has always claimed that these were strategic moves, ways to restructure debt and protect his personal wealth. But each bankruptcy left a trail of unpaid contractors, disappointed employees, and shattered partnerships. While Trump emerged relatively unscathed, many others were left to deal with the financial fallout. How does one man walk away from 6 bankruptcies richer than ever? The answer lies in a legal tactic that many billionaires use, but it comes at a cost to everyone else. Chapter 3. The Art of the Tax Code. Trump has famously said, "I know the tax code better than anyone else." And it shows. One of the biggest revelations about his business success came when his tax returns were revealed. For years, Trump paid little to no federal income tax. In 2016 and 2017, he paid just $750 in taxes, a shockingly low number for someone who claimed to be a billionaire. While many people saw this as proof of tax evasion, Trump defended himself, saying he simply took advantage of legal loopholes. And he's not wrong. Billionaires often hire teams of accountants and lawyers to navigate the complex tax system, finding deductions and loopholes the average person can't access. But while Trump plays the tax game like a pro, who's really paying the price for his success? Spoiler alert, it's not him. Chapter 5. Trump University. The ultimate scam? One of the darkest stains on Trump's business legacy is Trump University, a for-profit education company that promised to teach students the secrets of real estate success. Thousands of people signed up, paying anywhere from $1,500 to $35,000 for courses and mentorship programs. But instead of receiving valuable education, many students were left feeling duped, claiming they were pressured into spending more money for useless information. In 2016, Trump settled a $25 million lawsuit over the alleged fraud, yet he maintained that Trump University was a success. But for many of the students, it was anything but. This scandal exposed how Trump's name wasn't just a brand. It was a tool to lure people into empty promises. If Trump University was a public relations nightmare, then his dealings with foreign governments raise even more alarming questions. Chapter 6. Foreign Deals and Conflicts of Interest. As Trump expanded his business globally, his brand became tied to real estate deals in countries with questionable human rights records, such as Turkey, the Philippines, and Saudi Arabia. Some have raised concerns about the ethical implications of these relationships, especially when Trump entered the White House. With business interests in countries with authoritarian regimes, questions about conflicts of interest became unavoidable. Did his business ties influence his foreign policy decisions? While there's no concrete evidence, the very fact that Trump's empire spans across nations with dubious leadership raises troubling questions about loyalty, power, and influence. But it's not just foreign governments that have helped Trump amass his wealth. Some of his most powerful allies are close to home and more controversial than you might think. Chapter 7. Friends in High Places. A big part of Trump's success comes from the people he surrounds himself with. Wealthy, powerful allies who share his ambitions and aren't afraid to play dirty. From business moguls to political leaders, Trump's network has helped him climb higher even when his businesses were on the brink of collapse. One such ally was Roy Cohn, Trump's mentor and one of the most ruthless lawyers in American history. Cohn taught Trump the art of aggressive legal tactics, defamation, and never admitting fault, a strategy that Trump would use time and time again in both business and politics. But even with friends in high places, Trump's business legacy is far from untouchable. As we'll see in the final chapter, the cracks in his empire are beginning to show. Chapter 8. The Fragile Empire. Despite the golden towers and bold headlines, Trump's business empire is more fragile than it appears. Investigations into his financial practices, ongoing lawsuits, and mounting debts have left many wondering whether his fortune is as secure as he claims. In 2020, reports surfaced that Trump had personally guaranteed over $400 million in loans, many of which were coming due. With major legal battles ahead, including criminal investigations into his business dealings, the future of Trump's empire is anything but certain. Donald Trump's billionaire success story is a complicated one. It's a tale of branding genius, calculated risks, and financial maneuvering. But it's also a story of unpaid debts, broken promises, and ethical questions. The truth is, behind every massive fortune lies a dark side, and Trump's business success is no exception.